Hey, welcome back you guys. So this popular industry myth needs to die. And that myth is that wetting paper tape will help reduce blisters. So yes, many people believe that dipping paper drywall tape in water before applying it and wiping the mud out will reduce blisters. The comments section of some of my more popular taping videos will support this. Today we're going to do a pull test with paper tape installed 4 different ways. So the first will be with all-purpose light straight out of the box, not thinned down in any way. Next we will do it by wetting the paper tape and still using the dry mud. Then we will do it with actually thinning down the all-purpose light, and then we're going to do a final pull test with a heavyweight all-purpose to see what happens and see how well that tape has adhered. So straight out of the box, this stuff is pretty dry, and it's going to be similar to what most homeowners would buy in one of those small little quarter-gallon tubs. So we're going to apply this stuff straight to the board. No extra water added at all. There's lots of porosity, lots of holes here. But as long as we get an even spread, we should be able to get this tape to stick. And I think that's one of the main problems that most homeowners don't do, is they apply it unevenly. There might be some holes in there. So we got to make sure that it's even everywhere. And I think the other thing that happens is it starts to dry out on them while it's on the board. So if this mud underneath the tape is drying out, it's going to cause you some problems. Also, you don't want to wipe out everything. That's one of the other mistakes that a lot of people make, is they wipe everything out from underneath it. And if there's nothing under the tape, well, then you've got nothing gluing the tape down. So it definitely wasn't easy to wipe out, especially with it so thick, but I guarantee you this is going to be stuck down. Next, we will do the wet tape one, and I think I'd like to get this piece cut to length first, right about there. Now let's apply this kind of dry mud. And we will dunk the paper tape in water. And I'm going to wipe the extra water off the tape because it probably doesn't need that much extra. And we can clearly see that that tape is pretty saturated. This mud is also wiping out a lot easier, like instantly. But see how it's kind of coming out in little blobs? It's not wiping out the same. That water is definitely acting as a lubricant to help push that mud out. So it also makes me wonder, what else is that water doing that we maybe don't want it to? I do think that it's providing some suction to help it stay stuck. So I've made sure to not wipe all the mud out so that we actually still get the best possible bond that we can get from this. So now I'm going to do what I would just recommend most people do, is add a little bit of water into your mud and just start mixing it around. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like maybe you don't have the time to get a mixing paddle and a drill and all that stuff, or you don't have the resources. You just need to do a quick patch and some drywall. But I would say the number one thing you can do to make this job a little easier is add a little bit of mud, add a little bit of water to make the mud more workable. That's what we do in professional taping, is we thin the mud down so that it's easier to wipe out. Okay, that hasn't taken so long. We can see that it's a much easier consistency to work with. It's sliding around in the pan. You know, for a couple minutes of trouble, and this was the slow hard way, it's really not that bad. Okay, thinned all-purpose light. Spreads much easier. I can get a thinner, more consistent coat on here, and I'm not worried about it starting to dry on the board as much because there's enough water to keep it workable. So good common practice is to kind of embed it a little bit first, make sure every part of it is suctioned down, and now I'm going to start wiping out the mud. Again, making sure to leave just a little bit under there. You want a good 1/2 millimeter or so of mud sticking everything down. So in this bucket, I have a slightly thinned down heavyweight all-purpose mud. This would be comparable to your USG green lid. The mud that I used to install the other 2 tapes would be comparable to USG +3. I mean, if you look at the boxes, they actually come in the same packaging. It is the sister company to USG, CGC, Canadian Gypsum Company. It's probably what it's called. Oh, got some contamination on one end of this tape. Can't have that. It's got to be all-purpose. Heavyweight all-purpose, I should say. So one quick spread there. I mean, who's to say they're sister companies? Maybe they're bro companies. That was a dad joke. So it's still very easy to wipe out. Like, I'm not pushing hard like I had to on the first stuff. But I can definitely feel like everything's just sticking a little better. And I think I'll leave it right about like that. So I'm going to theorize real quickly here before we do our pull test tomorrow. When you saturate a piece of paper tape with water, it no longer has space for the glue to saturate. So I want you to think about this for a minute. The water on the one that we dunked into the bucket is going to be creating a barrier to stop a lot of that glue from getting into the paper tape. That's my theory. Let's see how it turns out tomorrow. Okay, the moment of truth, you guys. Let's do a tape pull. Okay, I don't like this part. This is the part where I find out whether I was right or whether I wasted a whole bunch of time. So let's start with the dry mud one. That's stuck down pretty well. It's pulling the tape right in half, which means that dry all-purpose actually had really good adhesion. Let's try from this end. Yeah, that's stuck. That's stuck. So if you know what you're doing, you can get good results. Okay, now let's start with the wet tape. Ah, ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. That makes me happy to see. It's definitely coming off easier. Let's try from this end. Overall, definitely not as good. There's clearly some spots where it just came off really easily, and overall, it's pretty easy. Again, dry mud with no water added to it. It's pulling the tape in half. I can't get it off. That's a pretty pronounced difference between the two. It's very obvious to me that that is superior. Now let's try the thinned down all-purpose light. That's still way better. It's pulling the tape in half. So even though the glue was thinned down, it still had a chance to really get in there. Definitely totally adequate. Okay, now it's time for heavyweight all-purpose. Yep. Yeah, again, cut the tape right in half, minus a couple spots. Sort of right there, the adhesion wasn't quite as good. So do you guys need more proof than that? It's the only one that ripped off easy. This is actually the second time I've done this test. I did it once 3 years ago at the very end of a video, so it was kind of under the radar, but I had the exact same results. I'm convinced. Basically, my suggestion to anyone who thinks wetting paper tape is a good way to not get blisters is to learn how to tape. It's very clear that while maybe you won't be getting as many blisters, you're also seriously reducing the bond strength of your mud and tape. So I don't need any more convincing. Hopefully this settles it. Of course, there's still going to be millions of people doing that silly little hack, but if you ever hear of anybody suggesting that hack in the comments of like anything, anywhere, feel free to send them a link to this video disproving it. Anyways, I want to say thanks for watching. I hope your projects are going really well, but I hope you're doing even better. Till the next one, you guys.